Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Three Stacks in this thing, representing the squad, and I'm going over my pure Infernoid list today. I still think this deck is as savage as ever. It just savagery on a whole nother level. The ban list also did us justice. Some people think Future Fusion is lackluster, but I feel like when you resolve it in this deck, you're supposed to win the duel. If you didn't, I don't know what you did wrong, unless your opponent just had the God Hand, but this deck is amazing. One of the things about it is similar to Lightsworn, it's very random, and you don't know what's gonna happen. The person playing the deck knows what's supposed to happen, but it doesn't always go down like that. Sometimes you just randomly kill your opponent and you didn't even mean to. Let's hop right into the main deck without further ado. So, starting off with the focal points, Anunku and Deviati, which I call, the daddy and the mama, right? Why these cards are so important is because all your bombshell cards, like the blowouts, where you just win the duel, you have to summon Tierra. So you have to have these in your deck in order to mill them from your deck. So it's very important to not banish these and to not send too many off Decatron, which is why for this list I actually cut Pot of Desires, because in strenuous testing I found that once I banished at least one of these, the combos were dead. Because now if I Void Feast and go Decatron, Mama Daddy, or even if I go Void Feast, Decatron, Double Daddy, either way, my Future Fusion and my Void Imagination are completely dead cards, and those are like my alternate win conditions if Void Feast isn't enough. So these are really important, and you just need to keep at least one of each of them in your deck at all times. Then we have 3 copies of Decatron. Cards should have been banned. Like this, Neptibus, and what's the other one? This card, Neptibus, and was I saying about Rapier? No, I don't know. But this card in Neptibus should have been banned, right? So long ago. I feel like this is such an absurd card. It doesn't make sense at all. Decatron is just oh my god. And then you made it a tuner, and there's no Infernoid synchros that exist under the sun. This doesn't even make sense. This card is just so unfair. And then we have 2 Atondale. I play 2 because I actually like to make True King of all calamities. It's one of my favorite cards of all time. And it's a really, really cool interaction where you just bring back your Deviati, blow something up, right? Blow up the back rows. Then normal Decatron dump Atondale. He becomes level 9. Overlay Deviati and Atondale to calamities. Or you can also do the Cloud Castle combo where you Cloud Castle back your Deviati. Because she just so happens to be level 9. It's either she's level 9 or Anunku's level 9. But I know one's level 9 and one's level 10. But I believe Deviati is the level 9. So attack twice. Then you got Satamis. Attack and banish, really strong, and they also manipulate the graveyard. They just banish stuff in your opponent's grave. Then you have 1 Jet. So Infernoids have high level monsters. He's God tier, right? He's the highest level of all Infernoids. But you have high level Infernoids, which are Mama and Daddy. And that you need these to make the granny or the auntie, the great auntie. So these are the high level Infernoids where you need to banish 3 from hand or grave to summon them, and then they have crazy effects like Solemn Judgments that banish and blow up the field like Raigeki Heavy Storm and stuff. Then you got the mid level Infernoids that require 2 to banish from hand or grave to summon them from the hand or grave, which is really cool. And they have the DD Crow effects on your opponent's turn, I believe during either player's turn, as a matter of fact. And then the other Noids are just the basic Noids. You just banish 1 from hand or grave to summon them only from hand, and they are DD Crow during your opponent's turn. Your opponent's turn only, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. All right. So for the low level Infernoids, you play 3 Patrulia. His attack actually matters, so I like to maximize on this card, and his level matters. So there's so many good things that this card has going for itself. Already having a great level, great attack, and a great effect being MST. Then we play 3 Hard Dick, so he's really, really strong. This one monster is a problem solver. He's really strong. Just popping monsters, that's incredible. And it's not hard once per turn. Yeah, I play 3 of this card because he's a good card. Insane card. Then we have Antra. Antra is really, really strong. Oh yeah, something else that comes up that you wouldn't believe that it comes up is you can summon Harmondic, and then you can activate Void Seer, target him. It says target 1 Infernoid you control, it's unaffected by the opponent's card effects this turn. So if you summon Hard Dick and then activate this and make him unaffected, now he can pop any negator on your opponent's side of the field, and they can't negate it because he's unaffected. So they would have to negate the Seer, and that would be the bait, and then he could still pop something else be the bait. Like this deck plays through boards like crazy, and it breaks them. It plays through the boards, and all the Noids get negated and go to the grave. Then you summon the bigger ones and break the board after that. So it's like the perfect. Oh my gosh, we could even say double entendre, right? And an Entra, he's here just to make your Decatron level 3, and also he bounces cards that cannot be destroyed. And yeah, he's level 2. He really helps out a lot. So that's it for the Noids. You play a decent amount of Infernoids. They're just really important because you're trying to win duels like off of this, like either Void Feast or like the spells. Like, and if you don't have the spells, you're just playing like rank 4 or rank 3 or just like synchro spam. And then 3 Arvada. Arvada is so important in this deck. You just can't get hand trapped with this. And it also just indicates any monster effect, like wherever it is, it negates it. It just doesn't destroy, which is kind of the sad thing. But it's like still a powerful card. I played 2 Barrier Statue of the Inferno because like it doesn't hurt me, but it hurts my opponent. Helps out a lot. Like when you open up with this card plus a Void Feast, like if you just have a Void Feast in a target and you flip this, some of your Decatrons and your Jet, you have like a potential Vanity's Emptiness plus 2 negates and then a DD Crow on your field, like off of just like practically nothing, and your opponent has to play through all of that and still kill you because next turn they die off of just the noise you have loaded in your grave plus Mama Daddy. So that's it for the monsters. For the spells, we play 3 Tinkies, 3 Void Vanishment, 3 Void Imagination, and I can't do the Frieza laugh right, bro. I'm sorry. 3 Future Fusion. So all 12 of these spells are insane. Like they're all ridiculous. Even Tinky, it's insane. Like if you have Tinky, all of your power plays are gonna go through because your opponent can't ash you. Your opponent has to either ash like the activation of this, or they have to like ogre this when you discard for cost, right? This card like you're gonna win. You just have all these alternate win conditions. And you have 1-for-1. Void Seer and Rekindling. These are great one-ups. Rekindling brings back Arvadas and Decatrons. This, it probably should go up to 2 because it's a really strong card. Going second, you need to have this in hand. Like, you don't always want to waste your Search or Vanishment on this. Because, like, even though this is at 3, this is at 3, and the Feast is at 3, like, sometimes you're searching other stuff, but it's an optional searchable target. And 1-for-1 for the Decatron, right? But the real card that we want to talk about is Void Feast. So these are your 15 power plays. And this is more than 1/4 of your deck. And by the way, this is a 41 card deck, I believe it is. It'll be 40 without the Rekindling, but I think Rekindling's worth it. So you have 15 cards in your deck that are just retarded, right? Just like win conditions, just win conditions. And whatever they bring out always has a follow-up because you have Noids engraved plus Mama Daddy. Like this brings out Tierra. This gets the Feast. The Feast gets out negates on the board. After the negates, you have like Raigeki, Heavy Storm Engrave. This gets out your negator, right? And this just wins the duel inherently. Like you just cannot lose when you have every Noid in your deck in your graveyard now. This is an insane card to open up with, right? This is an insane card to open up with. And this, ooh, boy, this should have been banned. So you have all these insane, incredible cards that you play. Like, this is what I like about my Noid list. Like, you have all these bombshells that you can drop at any time. All these cards are retarded. If you see any of them, you're really far ahead in the duel. Like, you're not winning the duel. Like, it's not guaranteed, but you have a high chance of winning by opening up with any one of these cards. And because you play so many of these, you just need a combination of 2 of each of these cards. I'm sorry, 2 of any of these cards, and you're doing exceptionally well. Like, this plus this, this plus this. This, like, any combination, it's insane. Like, so good. This deck is so powerful. I really like it a lot. I haven't got any duels with my Infernoids, so I definitely, obviously, I have to get some. And this is just, why Konami? Why would you put this at 3? And why do people say this isn't going to do anything in Noids? You have to, like, you activate this first turn, right? They have to, like, destroy this. They have to kill this, or next turn they're going to die. So, like, when you play this, you literally say, duelist, you have 1 turn, think, make a play, make something happen, or you're going to die. So this just like, there's no grind game with this. There's no grind game. As soon as this resolves, it's over. They have to stop it. So now we're going to go extra deck. We go 2 Tierra. I do 2 because sometimes the second comes up because you have Imagination to summon 1. Like if you don't always feast right, you have to do Future Fusion 1, Imagination for 1. Really good. Also, like if you do Future Fusion plus Imagination, like Future Fusion resolves, you just play Imagination to make all your Noids level 1s, so you can just summon as many as you want and just OTK. Tiara, insane. The grandma, the mom, the dad just get fused to make the grandma. And then obviously 3 Natis, insane card. Sometimes I send Omega, which I play in my list just to put back, for example, to put back the 1-for-1, the Rekindling, the Void Seer, put back Void Feast, or just put back like those random 1-ofs that you like run out of. So like sometimes you do use Tier to dump those. Like let's say for example, I don't know, something random. Yeah, like that. Like the 1-ofs. The 1-ofs obviously come up more. Let's say for example, you resolve your Void Seer and you're like, ooh, I have Void Imagination. I can search this right now. I need to resolve my Tiara, dump 2 Natis, pop 2 cards, and then the 3rd card will be Omega. Put himself back, and then put this back into my deck, and then search it out right now. Like really, really good. Just for example, stuff comes up like that. And then we have Yugioh. We have Borlo Dragon. We have Doolittle. Doolittle's broken, dude. So broken. All your fires gave 500. He has no level. He's just free damage. Like he's like potentially he gives you 3,000 extra damage on top of him being 19. Really strong card. OTK. He dies. Oh, add back anything. All your monsters are fire. Too easy to make. Too easy to make. That's why we're playing them. Then you've got XYZ's True King of all Chlamydia. I already explained the ways you make him. And then his little brother Syphilis. These are like my go-to XYZ's. If you see all my deck profiles, you'll see like so many of them play these two because they're both like really, really just obscene, dude. Like just, oh my goodness. Why? Why, Konami? Why? Why would you make cards like this? Then you have Levier and Dante. Dante never really comes up. This should just be a second Levier. Because I don't know why. I don't like milling cards. I don't even know why I have him here. Like, I don't like milling. That's why I don't play Lightsworn Infernoid and I don't play Burning Abyss Infernoid. I like pure Infernoid. It's just more consistent to me. It's less gambly and less luck-based, and it's like more secure for your fusion plays. You never want to mill Deviati and Nunchu. You actually want them in the deck. The 3 Synchros. This one, like, if your Raigeki and Heavy Storm wasn't enough, you just make this, and then Raigeki and Heavy Storm after that, if there was even, like, a possibility of that coming up. But it's an optional board wipe that kills everything. And then, you know, Omega, because you can actually make him, and because he has great interactions with Tiara. And then Cloud Castle, too easy to make. You make him summon back Deviati. And you go straight into your True King of all Chlamydia. But yeah, you guys, that's the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed this. I really do love Infernoids a lot. I think they're a great deck. Not only are they fun, but they're just so savage. When I say savage, like, dude, this deck is scary. You do not want to play against this deck. Like, you don't. And you don't want to be not, like, underprepared for this deck. Like, it'll just catch you off guard and kill you. And you're going to be really, really salty. Next, we're going over an update for the Lightsworns. Because people have been asking for that. And the last build I did, I forgot to put Gem Knights in for my Brilliant Fusion. So, I got to make up for that mistake. God bless you. Make good choices. Don't hurt your brain cells. And stay tuned for future content. I love y'all very much. And I'm going to go ahead and sign out.